Learn professional services like business, medical, or food service. Your skills will serve you well in the future. Launch your career with ASC Career Paths at alfredstate.edu.
After you've been injured at work, you might feel like you're up against your employer.
But the truth is, your employer isn't the opponent, the insurance company is. You need a workers' comp attorney with the knowledge and experience to maximize your benefits.
Call Connors and Ferris today, as we have dedicated over 20 years of our professional careers to helping injured workers.
Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys.
My name is Richard Powell. I'm an athlete at Alfred State College. The reason why I came to see Dr. Wilhelm is because of my shoulder injuries. I had suffered an injury on my 21st birthday on the field against Gallaudet. He did a great job with my surgery. I played the entire season with it perfectly fine. I was able to tackle people without restrictions. The best and quickest recovery I ever had from any injury that I had working with him. He gets the job done and he knows what he's doing. So I highly recommend you guys come to see Dr. Wilhelm.
Concerned about the cost of your insurance? The Ryan agencies sift through quotes from many companies to uncover your best insurance value. You'll be surprised at the savings we can find. Let's just talk. What's there to lose? The Ryan agencies, your local insurance inflation fighters.
Insurance protection you can rely on. The Ryan Agency.
What would you give for a child you loved to make their wish come true? To help them fight a critical illness? Just imagine what you'd do. You see, wishes are so powerful, and you can make them real. They can give a child back their childhood, even change the way they feel. Every single one of us can make the stars align, because when we come together, hope and joy will shine.
Traditional checking accounts are old news. So what are you waiting for? Reach new heights with Apex Rewards checking from First Heritage Federal Credit Union. Apex gives you the option to choose between cashback or high interest with a free checking account that pays you. Plus, ATM fees get refunded. Choose your rewards at fhfcu.org and get one step closer to achieving your financial goals.
Shop, finance, and buy your next car all online. With a new shopping experience at your fingertips, make car buying simple when you drive your deal at Simmons Rockwell Nissan in Horseheads and Hornell.
Hi, I'm Laura Dagan-Pico, and along with my father, Jim Dagan, operate the Dagan Funeral Home here in Hornell.
The Dagan Funeral Home is a large, spacious, handicap-accessible facility with a seating capacity of 150 people, along with a separate family room for entertaining children. We also offer DVD memorial tributes, which continually show photographs and movies of your loved one's life on two beautiful flat-screen TVs.
The Dagan Funeral Home, 5 generations of the Dagan family serving your family.
So hello everybody and welcome to today's Section 5 matchup, baseball matchup between the Hornell Red Raiders and the home team, the Dansville Mustangs. I'm Bob Fleischer, broadcasting from the Simmons and Rockwell broadcast booth here from beautiful Babcock Park in Dansville, New York. Dansville 3-0 on the season and Hornell 0-3. So Hornell still trying to find their way. Dansville off to a hot start. Good for Dansville. They're games so far this year. They defeated Livonia in Livonia 18-9. They defeated Haverling right here at Babcock Park 4-3. And yesterday defeated Calmom 15-0. Hornell struggled at Haverling, losing that game 11-2. They lost at Waco 2-1, which was a very good game. And a good game yesterday. Hornell loses at home against Warsaw in the last inning. Hornell was winning that game 6-4 into the fifth. Warsaw scored a run and then ended up scoring 2 more runs in the top of the seventh, top of the seventh to take that win 8-6. Pitching on the mound, Reed Martin, the senior. Leading off for Hornell is Andrew Davis, number 7. What they do come out, they check them too for any kind of foreign substance. The pitchers here in high school must be. And the first pitch, a ball from Martin. That one's in there for a strike. 1-1 to Davis. "66 degrees over here at Babcock Park. Sun is out, which is nice because I just have a sweatshirt on. Even with the wind, feels nice and warm over here. Easy play for Jacob Criley. This brings up number 1, Gennaro Pico. Whole team hustles over there. Good job, Dansville, for hustling. Ball's out of play. You still have to run it out. You always hear that from coaches. So good job. It's outside, 2-2. And a strikeout. So the senior Charlie Oyer. That's low. 2-0. Three and 0 to Charlie Oyer. Right down the middle. And that's the third out. Nice play by number 3, Cameron Delaney, for the third out. So a 14-pitch inning for Reed Martin takes it to the bottom of the first. The score 0-0. Today's game is brought to you by Wilkins Auto Sales. Looking for a trailer? How about a car hauler, utility trailers, dump trailers? You can your snowmobile, side-by-side, and so much more. Call Wilkins, 607-368-2842. Wilkins Auto Sales, right on the way to Alfred on Route 21. Strobel Supply, 40 Shawmont Industrial Park. Distribution, liquid paint application, Presidium floor coating. They're a 3M dealer and a DuPont paint dealer. It's Strobel's Supply in Hornell. Strobel's Supply. LaMax Automax. Maximize your dollars every day with a trip to LaMax Automax and LaMax Pro Wrench Tire and Auto. Complete car care and collision. Log on to LaMax Automax at 2x's on the end.com. Or stopping at 193 Seneca Street. Check out their complete inventory of used trucks, autos, and vans. Looking for extra storage? Everyone's got too much crap. Go Oyer's Self-Storage in Elmond and Wells. 24-hour access. Over 140 units, long-term discounts, sizes up to 10 by 30, safe and secure. It's Oyer's Self-Storage, both in Wellsville and Elmond. St. James Hospital's Orthopedics Department. Thanks all the doctors at the Orthopedics Department at St. James. Injured, they've got you covered. Where champions are cheered on at St. James Hospital's Orthopedics. Thanks you guys for your support. And Erica Golnitz, your licensed real estate salesperson for Real Incorporated, looking to buy or sell a property. It's Erica Golnitz, 607-382-1959. Erica Golnitz. And by Valley Apparel and Designs, they do custom apparel and signs. 281-8777. Team, school, sports, work apparel, and so much more. Fundraisers, anything you need, from coffee mugs to keychains to bumper stickers, they can do it all at Valley Apparel and Designs. So Wyatt Effingham on the mound for Hornell. So Reed Martin, the pitcher, due up first. That one's inside. That one's going to be down the first baseline foul. Again, if you're just joining us, Hornell 0-3. Have not recovered from that devastating loss against Pal Mac in the Section 5 championship that went viral. So I think that first win is going to be a good one, as Davis is underneath it. Andrew Davis, Chris's father, makes the play. Nice job, Andrew. There's a strike. Counts 1-1. Brian Geiger, center fielder. That one's in the dirt. Ooh. You can see why asking that looked like a strike, but that one fouled off. Full count to Geiger. I want to thank everybody joining me from the beautiful Dansville area over here. And strike 3. So Mason Mann, third baseman. Popped. Nice job by Vaughn for the third out. So that's going to take us to the second. No runs, no hits. It's still 0-0 on the John N. Dagan scoreboard. We'll be back.
Hi, I'm Bob Euchre. I was 5 years old when Lou Gehrig gave his famous Luckiest Man speech. Lou retired from baseball that day because of the devastating disease known as ALS. Back then, I never imagined I would one day grow up to be a Major League Baseball player or spend my life in baseball. And I certainly didn't imagine that ALS would take my daughter Leanne's life and another close friend. ALS robs a person of their ability to walk, talk, eat, and breathe. It's been 8 decades since Lou's speech, and we still don't have a cure. But we are making progress turning ALS from a fatal disease into a livable one, and we need your help to finally strike out ALS. Please join us in the fight by visiting ALS.org. Thank you.
Concerned about the cost of your insurance? The Ryan agencies sift through quotes from many companies to uncover your best insurance value. You'd be surprised at the savings we can find. Let's just talk. What's there to lose? The Ryan agencies, your local insurance inflation fighters.
Insurance protection you can rely on. The Ryan Agency.
Davenport to lead things off. Top of the second inning. Oyer's going to make it out of play. That's going to drop in there for the first hit of the ball game. Oyer. So Oyer gets on with a hit, and Logan Snyder up. Catcher. First pitch swinging. It's going to be pop up. Should be an easy play. And it is. Nice play by Brian Geiger. It's low and away. Right down the middle, good pitch by Martin. Vaughn, the sixth man in the batting order for Hornell. Nice pitch by Martin. That's low. Oyer stays on first. Again, runner on first, one out. Top of the second inning. Again, Bob Peischer broadcasting for in the Simmons and Rockwell broadcast booth here at Babcock Park in Dansville. Dansville 3-0, Hornell 0-3. That's going to go out of play. One of his teammates saying, I would have been all over that. You know, do you dive for it? Do you want to risk injury? I don't know. It's kind of tough. Oh, and it went off the glove. I was following the wrong person. Time Cameron Delaney went after it in foul territory. And that's going to be a base hit. So Braden Vaughn puts two runners on. Oyer at second. Vaughn at first now. Davin Oyer. pitcher, Wyatt Evingham, can do himself a favor here by getting a hit, scoring a run to help his own cause. He asked for a timeout. Reed Martin taking a little too much time for Evingham's liking. That one's high. So 3-0 to Evingham. Martin in danger of loading the bases here with one out. I'm sure you're going to see a little off speed this time, and Wyatt taking it though. And there's a strike, yep. That's almost, you want to throw a strike, definitely. And you know why it's going to be taking there as well, as the wind has really picked up there. Evingham fouls it off, and it's full count now, 3-2. Ooh, it's really kicked up. Another one fouled back. So bases. Runners on first and second. One out. Wyatt Evingham at the plate. Full count. Another timeout by Evingham. Saying, speed it up, Reed. And that's outside, so patient batting, I'm sorry, at the plate for Wyatt. So that loads the bases with one out. So Aaron McInerney. And we got a timeout. What's going on here? Did Aaron step out? I don't know if they're trying to... So bases loaded, one out. Aaron McInerney, 8th in the batting order for the Red Raiders. Nice pitch by Martin. Martin about to throw his 36th pitch here. That one's low. Two and one. Balls and strikes are about even for Martin here today so far, but That one's high. Martin. I'm sure McEnany probably will be taken here with a 3-1 count, bases loaded, 1 out. Well, they were swinging. It was a good pitch, too, so full count. I just thought maybe you want to be taken because anything can happen. You can ground into a double play. And nice pitching. Aaron's got to level out his swing a little bit. Nice out. So 2 down, big out for Dansville versus Reed Martin. Daniel Barnett. Barnett, the senior. Barnett fouls it off. That was a high pitch here. Let's see. Yeah, that was going to be a ball. It's hard to lay off, but when Reed has been struggling here a little bit, I would be taking as many as I possibly could here, and that ball would have been a ball. And this should be an easy out. Wind, though, is bad. Oh, they ran into each other. But good out. And Hornell, with bases loaded, 1 out, unable to convert. Or cash in, I should say. Man, that could have been disastrous for Dansville. So we go to the bottom of the 2nd inning. Today's game is brought to you by Ed's Computer Sales and Service, 180 Main Street in Hornell, 607-324-6424. Need a new computer, one repaired. It's Ed's Computers right on Main Street. It does network systems, need printer cabling, printers, hard drives, anything you need at Ed's Computer Sales and Service. Valley Apparel and Designs. They do custom apparel and signage, not just signage. They do everything. You can see t-shirts, hats. You got fundraisers and everything you need for that, as well as coffee mugs and Stanley cups and everything you need at Valley Apparel and Designs. Dr. Pat Pico, MD, 15 Lotus Street in Wellsville, 585-596-4129, providing quality care to the residents of Steuben, Allegheny County for over 25 years. Dr. Pat Pico, Dr. Pico. And, of course, the Italian Villa, 196 Seneca Street in Hornell. The Italian Villa, the Argenteri family. Over 60 years of bringing you that great Italian food at the Italian Villa in Hornell. Cam Delaney is up, the first baseman. 2-0 to Delaney. Delaney steps out. Chess match we have here between the pitchers and the batters. At 3-0. There's a strike. 3-1. McInerney. So Crowley, the left fielder, with 1 out. That's going to get into left field. So Crowley, a 1-pitch hit. Eugene Desarn. And a stolen base for Crowley. Tenth grader is Desarn. Vaughn with the second out. Nick Fisher up, 11th grader. Batting 7th in the lineup. So 2 down. Geiger at second, the lone runner for the Mustangs. And there's strike 3. So Evingham strikes out Fisher. And we go to the third. Beautiful blue skies. Have beautiful blue skies the last few days here. There we go. I'll give you some. Today's game is brought to you by the Wyan Chiropractic Associates, 20 Park Drive in Hornell, 324-7246, specializing in back and neck pain, headaches, all your spine care needs. Call Dr. John Wyan, Dr. Rich Jakowski, Wyan Chiropractic in Hornell. And by Gilio's Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, 382-0836. Chad Gilio, 24-day emergency service. Fully bonded and insured. It's Gilio's Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Gilio's. And by John and Dagan, General and Trial Practice. 607-324-6690. John and Dagan, attorney at law, corners of Church and Genesee Street in Hornell. John and Dagan. Maple City Collision Auto Body Repair, all makes and models, all years. Doesn't matter what the problem is, Maple City Collision can grind it out and bump it out and whatever you need done. 607-324-1155. Tell them John Birch sent you. Maple City Collision in Hornell. And by it, it's finally here. I've said it before. Twin Hickory Golf Club golf is here. Twin Hickory Golf Club, 18 challenging holes overlooking the beautiful Canisteel Valley. Log on to Twin Hickory Golf Club and check out membership rates, get a gift certificate, and so much more. Twin Hickory Golf Club. And Butler Excavating and Concrete, City View Towing, Transport, and Auto Repair. Call 324-7400. Brian Butler, Mike Hester, I saw them working on Seneca Road today, doing some digging. Looks like for some kind of plumbing issue that was going on downtown. There's a strike. So Andrew Davis, who is the leadoff hitter. Davis pops that one up. And there's the out. So 2 pitches. It was his 47th pitch here just to start the 3rd inning. Gennaro Pico looks like a strike there. And there's a base hit. So Gennaro, 1 out hit. Charlie Oyer up. Oyer popped out to first base his first at bat. That's inside. Pico able to steal second. Two and 0 count. Davin Oyer. Davin 1 for 1 today with the hit. Into center field. There's a strike. Taken 3-0, now 3-1. Gennaro Pico on second base, the lone runner with 1 out. That one's high, and a walk by Oyer. Reed about to throw his 50th pitch here in the just in the third inning. Well, not all in the third inning, but here we are just in the third inning. And he's up to 50 pitches as of this one here. Wait a minute, I thought... What was up? I make a mistake. Yeah, Charlie Oyer. I said Davin earlier. My mistake. Charlie Oyer got on. Davin had the hit earlier. It falls in, and it goes all the way to the back to the fence almost. Oyer's going to stop. There's 1 run home. Sorry, I missed that. Saw him make the hit. So Charlie Oyer. So it was Davin Oyer with a second hit of the game. Logan Snyder up. Wow. I can see Reed's upset. That was a strike. It looked like a strike to me. I don't know how you can pitch it any better. Let's take a look here again. Here, this is the last pitch. I don't know. There's a strike. Swinging through that one for strike 2, 1-2 to Snyder. Snyder popped out to center field, is 0 for 1 today. And there's tipped and held, so 2 outs. First baseman Braden Vaughn up. That one's high. Vaughn. Hit to left field is 1 for 1. Ooh, and that hits him. So bases loaded. Bring up Wyatt Effingham. This one's going to fall in for a hit. Effingham It's 2 runs score. So 3-0. Hornell in the third. Yeah, and if you're just joining us, Dansville 3-0, Hornell 0-3. Hornell up top, 3-0. But as if you've watched the 3 games that Hornell's lost, it can change so quickly. Hornell's been up and then found themselves down because of errors. Both teams yesterday. A lot of unearned runs in that game yesterday, as Hornell lost to Warsaw. And just some of them simple. You can't drop pop-ups. You got to use 2 hands to secure the ball and stuff like that. It just opens the floodgates a lot of times as a 2-2 count. This is McInerney at the plate. And routine throws from short to first in the dirt. He just can't do that. It's just a game that you have to perfect. Obviously, it's just been a rough go here with the weather for both teams here, or all the teams in Section 5 or in New York State or wherever you may be around the area. It's just been, you can't get many games in a row. And there's the third strike. So we go to the bottom of the third. 3-0 Hornell.
We're opening doors to your future at Alfred State, the #1 SUNY Regional College. Combine tech skills and knowledge to analyze problems and succeed together. Launch your career with ASC Career Paths at alfredstate.edu.
And along with my daughter Laura, own and operate the Dagan Funeral Home here in Hornell.
The Dagan Funeral Home was established way back in 1883 by my great-great-grandfather and is the oldest family-owned funeral home in the area. We offer traditional funerals for all faiths as well as low-cost cremation services, and we will be happy to assist you with pre-planning and inflation-proof financing.
The Dagan Funeral Home, 5 generations of the Dagan family serving your family.
Leading off here in the bottom of the third, number 5, Carson Mays. Bottom 2 in the order. Mays pops it up. Vaughn. Oh. It's hard to check. It's hard to tell what's going on. That's going to be tough because Vaughn was trying to block out the sun. And errors like that, that'll, like I said, be trouble. Actually, the sun wasn't above him. The sun was lower, but still had trouble with the wind, too. The wind is blowing. Mark's sick. At the plate, Mark is. And got him. Tried to leap over. Nice play by Logan. So one down. Two down. So top of the order, Reed Martin popped up to center. He's 0 for 1 today. Fouls one off the bunt attempt. What happened? Where'd that? Okay. For some reason, it looked like the ball went right past him, but an illusion. It's the grand illusion. Who wrote and sang that song? Welcome to the grand illusion. 3-0, 1 and 2 count to Reed Martin. 2 outs, nobody on. And the third out, Barnett.
Having low income can mean making tough choices. Choosing between paying for food or medication or a place to live is a reality for many people. Do you know someone who could use some extra help? Find out about the Supplemental Security Income Program, SSI. You could receive monthly SSI payments if your income and financial resources are low and you are 65 or older, or an adult or child with a disability or who is blind. SSI is money you can use to help pay for basic needs, like putting food on the table, keeping the lights on, paying the rent. It can mean new shoes for growing feet or help with medical needs. Call 1-800-772-1213 or visit ssa.gov/SSI to schedule an appointment or start to apply today. That's ssa.gov/SSI. Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Hi, I'm Peyton Manning, and I'm partnering with the American Red Cross this year to tackle blood shortages. Giving blood's important because every 2 seconds, someone actually needs blood, and unfortunately, only like 3% of the U.S. population donates. So we have to step up to give and to make sure there's plenty of blood available for those in need. Visit redcrossblood.org to get in the game and make an appointment to give.
We are really excited to have a sports medicine program here at UR Medicine St. James, giving our community access to high level of care and a strong team both in the physical therapy department and orthopedic world. So as a previous athlete myself, I know what it feels like to be injured and be on the sidelines and have the goals of wanting to get back to the court quickly. My job and my team's job is to get our athletes and patients back to their court and field quickly, back to their previous level of function. Patients are not only looking for quality of care, but also accessibility. It's very exciting for us to have this sports medicine team here, keep it close to the community so people aren't traveling as much as they previously had to. With our new orthopedic sports medicine team at UR St. James, we give them easy access for their care.
Top of the fourth, Daniel Barnett lead things off here. Yeah, nice play by the third baseman, Nick Fisher. So top of the order. Andrew Davis, who's popped out twice. Make that 3 times. So Gennaro Pico struck out and has a hit. Right back to Martin. So quick inning, needed that, Martin did. Was Reed's 63rd pitch through 3.5 innings. Today's game is brought to you by the Ryan Agencies, Hornell, Jasper, and Wellsville. Jeff Ryan, insurance protection you can rely on for home, auto, business. Jeff Ryan, insurance at the Ryan Agencies. Simmons and Rockwell Ford, Simmons and Rockwell Nissan, right across the street from each other. Top-notch sales, service, make car buying simple when you drive your deal at Simmons and Rockwell. Simrock in Hornell and throughout the southern tier of New York. Another reason Alfred State College is number 1, that's right. Ranked top value, they got tuition free plus at Alfred State College. Look that up. They got scholarships available, financial aid plans. Number 1 SUNY Regional College, as of U.S. News Report, hit the ground running with a degree from Alfred State College. Bottom of the fourth, 3-0 Hornell. Wyatt has thrown half the pitches that Reed Martin has. A little less, a little more than half. That's his 32nd pitch, where Reed is over 60. Ooh, did he hit him? I guess he did. Looked like it hit the back of his elbow. It's hard to tell if we're going to be able to tell here in slow motion. They ricocheted off something. Must have just nicked him. So Mason Mann, who popped out to first, is 0 for 1. Two and two count. Mason Mann waits the delivery. Full count. Walked him. So 2 on with nobody out. So runners are going to advance. Oh, another one. And the runners do not advance, so nobody sent home. Runners at second and third, nobody out. Counts 1-1. What a catch by Charlie Oyer. Wow. Nice job, Charlie. See if we can see that just on the left side of the screen. Now look, I thought for sure it was going to go over his head. That helps. Good job, Charlie. Nice play by Gennaro to Snyder. Oh, so 2 down. With only a runner at, or runners at first and second. It's a lot better than nobody out runners at second and third, obviously. Wow, that's a... Effingham can get out of this. He's got to go buy a gift for Charlie Oyer and Gennaro. As Jacob Criley pops it up. Out of play. One and two. Full count. That's going to be a base hit. Nice play by Davis. So runners, it's a runner scores. So runners on the corners now with 2 outs. This is Eugene Desarn. Or is this Nick Fisher? Let's see here. Apologize. This is Fisher. One and two. And a nice catch by Gennaro. So after having two on second and third and nobody out, only one run scores, makes it 3-1. Go to the bottom of the fourth. Connors and Fierce, your workers' comp attorneys offices in Buffalo, Rochester, New York City. Call 585-262-COMP for Connors and Ferris. Proud supporters of the Bills, the Sabres, everything Section 5. Connors and Ferris. First Heritage Federal Credit Union. We'll stop at one of their several locations throughout the southern tier. They're my bank. They should be yours. It's First Heritage Federal Credit Union. Check out their website. See all the different financial services they can offer you. They also do paper shredding and different seminars on savings for retirement and so on. So First Heritage, thank you very much. The Dagan Funeral Home, 38 Church Street. Cremation services $16.95 plus the crematory fee. Thanks Jim Dagan, Laura Pico at the Dagan Funeral Home. Top of the fifth. Today's game brought to you by Wilkins Auto Sales Incorporated. If you leave in Hornell up Route 21 on your way to Elford or Elmond, stop at Wilkins Auto Sales for car haulers, utility trailers, dump trailers, and so much more. 607-368-2842. Wilkins Auto Sales. Get your trailers for side-by-sides, and they got trailers with kitchens and stuff in there. It's pretty amazing what you can buy nowadays. Thanks, Wilkins. Strobel's Supply, they're now hiring, looking for a job. Strobel Supply is robotics. Their huge distribution, liquid paint applications, and so much more at Strobel's. Right there on the Shawmut Park. Or Shawmut Road. Lemax Automax and Lemax Automax Pro Wrench Tire and Auto. Complete Auto Care. Call or log on to Lemax Automax, that's with 2x's.com. Check out their complete inventory of used vans, autos, and trucks. Charlie Oyer up. Oyer swings. First pitch fastball. This one could be trouble. As it falls foul. Oh, and 2 count to Charlie Oyer. That's low and inside, 1 and 2. Again, Hornell has a baseball scheduled, a game tomorrow against Livonia in Hornell. But looks like we're supposed to get a bunch of rain, so we're not sure if that game will be played, but nice play by Desarn. So Davinoy up. Fouls the first one off. Haven't any. That's the closest we've seen a car getting hit today with all the foul balls we've had. They've kept it basically in the park. I haven't seen a smashed window. Actually, I don't think I've ever seen a smashed window from a foul ball. And there's the out. Nice play. Nice throw from Mason Mann, the shortstop. 2 down. Logan Snyder. Reed Martin pitching for Dansville. Chases the high one for the third out. Go to the bottom of the fifth.
Big Blue welcomes you to Alfred State, the #1 SUNY Regional College. Learn professional services like business, medical, or food service. Your skills will serve you well in the future. Launch your career with ASC Career Paths at alfredstate.edu.
After you've been injured at work, you might feel like you're up against your employer.
But the truth is, your employer isn't the opponent, the insurance company is. You need a workers' comp attorney with the knowledge and experience to maximize your benefits.
Call Connors and Ferris today as we have dedicated over 20 years of our professional careers to helping injured workers.
Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys.
My name is Richard Powell. I'm an athlete at Alfred State College. The reason why I came to see Dr. Wilhelm is because of my shoulder injuries. I had suffered an injury on my 21st birthday on the field against Gallaudet. He did a great job with my surgery. I played the entire season with it perfectly fine. I was able to tackle people without restrictions. The best and quickest recovery I ever had from any injury that I had working with him. he gets the job done, and he knows what he's doing. So I highly recommend you guys come to see Dr. Wilhelm.
Concerned about the cost of your insurance? The Ryan agencies sift through quotes from many companies to uncover your best insurance value. You'd be surprised at the savings we can find. Let's just talk. What's there to lose? The Ryan agencies, your local insurance inflation fighters.
Insurance protection you can rely on. The Ryan Agency.
What would you give for a child you loved to make their wish come true? To help them.
Wow, what a nice catch from Davis. What a hustle. Andrew Davis. Oh, let's take a look at that one. Wow, nice catch, Andrew. I think you turned it on a little bit. I think you did too. One down, bottom of the fifth. There's a strike. Nice placement by Wyatt Evingham, the pitcher. Slow grounder, bobbled, and then by the time you can pick it up and throw it, could have almost still got him, but needed a little harder throw and a little more accurate. 1 on, 1 out. Reed Martin at the plate. Foul. Two downs, Davis. So Geiger up. Sun is down behind some clouds. Makes it a little bit chillier. Two outs. Runner at first. 1-1 count to Geiger. There's a strike. 2-2. That's going to drop in. So 2 on, 2 out. This one popped up. Davis underneath it. 2 hands it. Beautiful job. 2 outs. 3 outs, I'm sorry. That's the end of the 5th.
Critical illness. Just imagine what you'd do. You see, wishes are so powerful, and you can make them real. They can give a child back their childhood, even change the way they feel. Every single one of us can make the stars align, because when we come together, hope and joy will shine.
Traditional checking accounts are old news. So what are you waiting for? Reach new heights with Apex Rewards checking from First Heritage Federal Credit Union. Apex gives you the option to choose between cash back or high interest with a free checking account that pays you. Plus, ATM fees get refunded. Choose your rewards at fhfcu.org and get one step closer to achieving your financial goals.
Top of the 6th. First baseman Braden Vaughn up. Hornell with a 3-1 lead here. It's a little low. Reed wanted that one. Caught the inside corner. One and one to Vaughn. Oh, and he can't catch it. Vaughn, wow, Vaughn hustles right to second. Nice hustle, Braden. Oh, there's a huge gap here between center and right field. Talking about this gap here. Still people, there it is. Now they're in the picture. Wyatt Evingham. 1 ball, no strikes from Reed Martin. It's in the dirt. Vaughn stays at second. Evingham lifts it. Oh, what a collision, and it's caught. Vaughn. Let's take a look at that again. Nice play. Jeez. Nice concentration. One down. Logan Vanderchek at the plate. His first appearance. That one's high. 2-1 to Vandy. Full count. Vaughn on third. Walked him. So runners on the corners now. Nice job batting that time by Vanderchek. Seamus Cork up now. What's important about Vanderchek's at bat, it also gets a lot, and actually that's why the coaches are coming out now, possibly to replace Martin. Let's see what's going on. Martin is up there in the 80 pitch count. I stopped keeping track a few innings ago when it got up to 63 pitches. So they are moving people around, and we're going to take a break. We'll be back.
shop, finance, and buy your next car all online. With a new shopping experience at your fingertips, make car buying simple when you drive your deal at Simmons Rockwell Nissan in Horseheads and Hornell.
Hi, I'm Laura Dagan Pico, and along with my father, Jim Dagan, operate the Dagan Funeral Home here in Hornell.
The Dagan Funeral Home is a large, spacious, handicap-accessible facility with a seating capacity of 150 people, along with a separate family room for entertaining children. We also offer DVD memorial tributes, which continually show photographs and movies of your loved one's life on 2 beautiful flat-screen TVs.
The Dagan Funeral Home, 5 generations of the Dagan family serving your family.
Hi, I'm Bob Euchre. I was 5 years old when Lou Gehrig gave his famous luckiest man speech. Lou retired from baseball that day because of the devastating disease known as ALS. Back then, I never imagined I would one day grow up to be a Major League Baseball player or spend my life in baseball. And I certainly didn't imagine that ALS would take my daughter Leanne's life and another close friend. ALS robs a person of their ability to walk, talk, eat, and breathe. It's been 8 decades since Lou's speech, and we still don't have a cure. But we are making progress turning ALS from a fatal disease into a livable one, and we need your help to finally strike out ALS. Please join us in the fight by visiting als.org. Thank you.
Concerned about the cost of your insurance? The Ryan agencies sift through quotes from many companies to uncover your best insurance value. You'd be surprised at the savings we can find. Let's just talk. What's there to lose? The Ryan agencies, your local insurance inflation fighters.
Insurance protection you can rely on. The Ryan Agency.
We're opening doors to your future at Alfred State, the #1 SUNY Regional College. Combine tech skills and knowledge to analyze problems and succeed together. Launch your career with ASC Career Paths at alfredstate.edu.
So runners on the corners. And there's an out. Yeah, just not very good base running there. You can see the... You got to dive back in. I'm not sure why these guys try to run back, go back standing up. Get back. I mean... Plus, you need runs. You don't need to be thrown out. You're only helping the other team when you do stuff like that. It's one thing I'm sure Coach Flint is going to be in the next practice saying, this is how you go back. Dive to the back to the bag. And don't, I'm not sure what the leadoff was up until then because we don't have cameras on it, but can't cost your team an opportunity. Now there's only a runner on second. Where you had 2 in scoring position, now you have just 1. What it really does is takes the bat out of Seamus Cork's hands too. It just suddenly his at bat means doesn't. I want to say doesn't mean nothing, but it's 2-0 now. This is going to be a long run down. Oh, and he tags him. So nice play. We go to the bottom of the 6th. I don't know if he should have went to first. I guess the easy out was probably the rundown aspect, but today's game is brought to you by Self-Storage in Almond and Wellsville. 24-hour-a-day access. Over 140 units between both locations. Long-term discounts. Sizes up to 10 by 30. You can put a car in there and anything you want. Safe and secure. It's Oyer Self-Storage. You can see that as you drive into Almond, right across the street from that, where it veers off is at 264 or 245, whatever route that is in Almond. It takes you the back way. So Oyer Self-Storage, thanks a lot. St. James Hospital's Orthopedics Department, where champions are cheered on at St. James. Injured, they got you covered. Here's your fine doctors and medical staff at St. James Hospital's Orthopedic Department. And Erica Golnitz, licensed real estate salesperson for Real Incorporated, 607-382-1959. Erica Golnitz, Valley Apparel and Designs. They do custom apparel and signs, 281-8777. And don't forget fundraisers and so much more. It's Valley Apparel and Designs. Cam Delaney up. Wyatt Everingham still pitching. There's a strike. Start off bottom of the 6th. That one fouled back 0-2. Oh, almost got him to catch. Swing at that. I just noticed people going in and out of the bathroom behind it. Vaughn with the out. There are a lot of fields here, and doesn't look like behind me. Well, there's a softball field and other fields here. I'm talking about behind where the football stadium and stuff is. I can see for, it looks like for a mile or more of just greenery. I can't tell if it's mowed or not. I'm going to have to take a trip around that. Or they use that over there or not. Haven't seen any gliders in the air. Always fun when I was a kid to come over. You'd come over and watch the gliders. And there were a number of years I didn't notice any. Got him. Nice job by Pico closing the gap. 2 down. Like I said, it must have been 10 years, maybe 20 years that even going to Rochester and whatever, I never saw a glider up in the air for a long, long time. Till the last 2 years, I've seen several of them at different times when I've come over. I'm not sure what the weather conditions have to be. I don't know much about the gliders and how they operate and stuff. I know they glide. And I'm sure they got the ailerons and, you know, all the makings of a plane that you can land, but You know, he used to always come over for the balloon festival too. What a great time. And I think I came to the very last one that they had too. It's a shame that it's no longer over here. It's like everything, I think it's a lot of it's getting people, wow, to donate their time. Let's take a look at that pitch again here. And we know it. I'm part of the Hornell Kiwanis Club and Hornell Sports Night, which we had the other night. I'm not sure where that pitch was. Now that one, he walks them. But everyone's busy in the world. I get a lot of joy out of doing what I do with the Kiwanis Club and the sports night, and I'm on the Chamber of Commerce board and stuff. I love trying to improve the communities, and I'm sure people even over here in Dansville, a lot of communities, they have good support, but not the greatest, just because that's the way it is everywhere now. It always amazed me, more people with more kids back years ago gave more time than people that have one child now don't like to give time. Another great job by Gennaro. So make the world a better place. Get out there and give back to your community and help support things. Start programs up. Kiwanis, Rotary, Lions clubs. They all have different purposes and they all do wonderful things. We go to the top of the 7th. Ed's Computer Sales and Service, 180 Main Street, 607-324-6424. In fact, Ed yesterday worked on my system at the Hornell High School, Maple City Park, because we had to replace the Ethernet system and put new jacks in and electric and everything else. We got all that done so we could bring you the Warsaw game yesterday and future games as well. So thanks, Ed. Valley Apparel Designs. Everything you can imagine that gets printed on or for promotional reasons or purposes or anything you can do, Valley Apparel Designs is out there and can help you out. Valley Apparel and Designs. Dr. Pat Pico, MD, 15 Loader Street, providing quality care to the residents of Steuben Allegheny Counties for over 30 years. It's got to be, he's had his ad on here for the last 4 years, so it's probably got to be 30 years by now. Dr. Pico, got to change that ad here, we will. And the Italian Villa, 196 Seneca Street. The Toasted Subs. I'm going to stop here at the Dansville Pizza King. Former Hornell High School graduate, and they owned the Pizza King in Hornell as well. Billy Giovanello. I'm going to stop by and get a slice. And Wyan Chiropractic Associates, 20 Park Drive. Thanks, Dr. John Wyan, Dr. Rich Zukowski at Wyan Chiropractic Associates. Wyan. And by Rustic Lux, don't throw that piece of furniture away. Bring it into Rustic Lux for reloved, refurbished furniture. It's Rustic Lux. Huge showroom right next to the Hornell High School tennis courts. Rustic Lux. So top of the order, Andy Davis. On the mound pitching, number 3, Cameron Delaney, the 11th grader. Three and 0. Davis threatening to bunt. I'm not sure why here. 3-0 count. There's a strike. Probably just to confuse him a little bit with the bat in front of the catcher. It didn't work. As he threw a perfect pitch right down the middle. That one's inside. Walked him. So Gennaro Pico up. How about that hidden ball trick the other day? It's all about the acting. And you can see the shortstop, everybody was in on it, except the guy running from second. And he got tagged out. Steal by Davis. There's a strike. 2-1. So walked him. So 2 walks to lead off the 7th inning for Hornell. Brings up Charlie Ware. Today's game brought to you by John and Dagan General Trial Practice, proudly serving the Southern Tier since 1989. Thanks, John, for your support over the years. Nice catch. One down by the great play by Mason Mann. So Charlie is down and Devin Hoyer up. Runners at first and second. Runners are going to advance to second and third now on that pass ball. So, not sure what happened there. He's awarded first base, so bases are loaded now. I saw him go over, and it's hard to tell. So Logan Snyder up. So bases loaded, 1 out. Logan Snyder at the plate. Hornell up 3-1. Top of the 7th. They only play 7 innings, so yeah, that was another ball he offered at it. One and two. I'm not sure why you have him even attempting to bunt. And especially with Delaney throwing a lot of balls. Should be a 3-1 count right now with bases loaded, but Snyder offered to that bunt. Which three and two. Must be a track meet going on over. I can see the stadium lights, but there's trees between here and the. A lot of timeouts here, or called time. Game time approaching 2 hours. Nice pitch by Delaney. So 2 down. Braden Vaughn. One and one to Vaughn. Ooh, and Vaughn is going to get hit, which brings a run home, as Davis it helps in the quest for Hornell's first victory. I'm not going to say it yet. Anything's definite because we've seen Hornell yesterday be up 6-4 and couldn't hang on. So we're going to have another change of pitchers. We'll be back.
And along with my daughter Laura, own and operate the Dagan Funeral Home here in Hornell.
The Dagan Funeral Home was established way back in 1883 by my great-great-grandfather and is the oldest family-owned funeral home in the area. We offer traditional funerals for all faiths as well as low-cost cremation services, and we will be happy to assist you with pre-planning and inflation-proof financing.
The Dagan Funeral Home, 5 generations of the Dagan family serving your family.
Having low income can mean making tough choices. Choosing between paying for food or medication or a place to live is a reality for many people. Do you know someone who could use some extra help? Find out about the Supplemental Security Income Program, SSI. You could receive monthly SSI payments if your income and financial resources are low and you are 65 or older, or an adult or child with a disability or who is blind. SSI is money you can use to help pay for basic needs, like putting food on the table, keeping the lights on, paying the rent. It can mean new shoes for growing feet or help with medical needs. Call 1-800-772-1213 or visit ssa.gov/SSI to schedule an appointment or start to apply today. That's ssa.gov/SSI. Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Hi, I'm Peyton Manning, and I'm partnering with the American Red Cross this year to tackle blood shortages. Giving blood's important because every 2 seconds, someone actually needs blood, and unfortunately, only like 3% of the U.S. population donates. So we have to step up to give and to make sure there's plenty of blood available for those in need. Visit redcrossblood.org to get in the game and make an appointment to give.
We are really excited to have a sports medicine program here at UR Medicine St. James, giving our community access to high level of care and a strong team both in the physical therapy department and orthopedic world. So as a previous athlete myself, I know what it feels like to be injured and be on the sidelines and have the goals of wanting to get back to the court quickly. My job and my team's job is to get our athletes and patients back to their court and field quickly, back to their previous level of function. Patients are not only looking for quality of care, but also accessibility. It's very exciting for us to have this sports medicine team here, keep it close to the community.
So welcome back, Wyatt Everingham with bases loaded. That's high. Top of the 7th. Hornell just scored a run on a hit by pitch with bases loaded. And that's the 3rd out. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Hornell up 4-1. Last chance for Dansville. Hear the train off in the distance. There was a point here where in Dansville they didn't have any trains operating through here when they closed down the old Foster Wheeler, and they didn't need to. Always love that noise. Obviously, Hornell, going through Hornell's a big thoroughfare for trains going to Buffalo. So you'd always hear the whistles going off in the distance at night when it's silent. It's really a cool sound. Where's this guy announcing from? He's wild. Let's see, I don't see him. Ebbingham going to try to complete the game. Carson Mays up. Takes ball 1. Two and 1 to Mays. Three and 1. They need base runners, so good patient hitting, or a good patient at bat here by Mays, the junior. They're throwing balls away here. Okay, that's got to be a good one. Let's see. Okay. Here's a strike. 3 and 2, full count to Mays. Carson, the catcher. Popped out of play. That was a good ball. You needed that back. So 1 down. One and 1, Dawson Mistretta, 10th grader. Fouled out of play. Right into the dugout. You saw Snyder look back to throw it to Evingham. Remember that play where the catcher and threw the ball was in Major League, and the pitcher wasn't paying attention, and the batter like flinches, like, oh no, he's gonna hit him right in the face. Ended up going right into in a pocket, I think, or into his glove. So there's 2 down. So Hornell 1 out away from picking up hopefully their first victory of the year for them. And Dansville in danger of losing their first game of the year. That'll leave only 3 teams remaining in Section 5 undefeated in baseball that have played more than 2 games. So let's put it that. There's a base hit. I spoke too soon. There are a couple teams coming into today's game that are 2-0. So that I don't really count 2-0 as undefeated in the sense of any kind of accomplishment yet. Even 3-0 because of just the weather we've had, but there are a couple 5-0 teams. Wellsville's 5-1. And there's another 5-1 team as well. Brian Geiger. Ooh, 2 outs. Runner on first. Bottom of the 7th. Dansville's down to their last 2 strikes here. Fouled off. It's going to send Martin back to first. So Dansville down to their last strike. And there's strike 3. The complete game by Wyatt Evingham. Hornell's first victory. It's going to be a nice ride on the way home for Hornell. So Hornell loses to a winless team yesterday and defeats an undefeated team today. So that's baseball for you. Hornell's played, like I said, very good. After that first defeat, 11-2 at Haverling, Hornell's looked a lot better, played a lot better, but have lost 2 in a row since then, and now have played and defeated Dansville on their home turf. So thanks, everybody. Hopefully, if the rain stays off, tomorrow we'll be live from Hornell High School, Maple City Park. Hornell takes on Livonia. I do want to take a shot here because it looks like it's pretty clear of the... There it is. The old, I'm not even sure what that tower was on fire at one time. How'd they even put it out? Because I don't even know if they could get the fire trucks up there. Just a shame that it can't be restored or... Oh, it's too late now. It's past the point of restoration. The old castle on the hill there. So again, that's it. Hornell wins 4-1. We'll see you tomorrow night, everybody. Have a good night.